In 1911, Pancho Villa led rebel forces during the Mexican Revolution. North of the border, John Browning introduced the Colt 45. 1911 saw the first use of aircraft as offensive weapons during the Turkish-Italian War, and the United States Navy ordered its first airplane, the Curtiss A-1. In 1911, Ray Haroon reached speeds of almost 75 miles per hour as he won the inaugural Indianapolis 500. Federal spending in 1911 topped $500 million, and a first-class stamp cost 2 cents. And demonstrators in New York City demanded that women be granted the right to vote. Across the country in Seattle, the fishing vessel Tordenskjold slid down the ways at a little shipyard in the Scandinavian community of Ballard. Of all the events that transpired 100 years ago, the Tordenskjold is one that endures. Remarkably, as she celebrates her centennial, she is neither relic nor museum piece. The Tordenskjold leads a small fleet of hard-working commercial fishing schooners that compete head-to-head with modern boats on the Alaska fishing grounds. Marvin Jurdy has owned and operated the Tordenskjold since 1979. He's still making a living with his century-old boat.
Yeah, and make a good living at it. You know, they're efficient boats. They're fairly inexpensive to operate. You know, they're easily driven so you don't burn a lot of fuel. Boat's 75 feet overall, 19-foot beam. One of the deeper boats of that size, she draws about 12 and a half feet. She's built in Seattle by John Strand, same guy that built he built the Polaris, he built the Vance, he built the Republic.
Nobody is quite sure how many of the historic schooners are left.
I was told there were 100 schooners in Seattle. And now I think we're in the Seattle area that I know of, we're down to about 20. There's a few here and there, a couple in California, a few in Alaska, but I don't believe there's 30 left.
John McHenry owns the Seymour, which targets halibut and sablefish, just like the Tordenskjold and her sisters. An anomaly in the clannish halibut fishery, an Irishman from Pennsylvania. McHenry has been a fisherman for 36 years. For McHenry, operating a 98-year-old boat is no hobby.
It's not really a form of nostalgia that's kept the Seymour going. It's still a very safe, effective platform to catch our fish. At first glance, it would appear as though to be a dinosaur. But we'll be out with modern boats competing neck and neck, and when we pull up to the fuel dock, we usually win that contest.